ovations, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Morrow. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And they choose to be aggressive. First play coming out, airing the football out, and the defense was absolutely not field. Nice job having discipline, being ready for the pass on the very first play, breaking on the football, and getting the juice early. The momentum on your side, making the first big play.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aggie. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for room. It's Davison. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
I got my bill.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Moore.
Put under redeem.
And his throw is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Phone number.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's taking the shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Good news is about someone who spent way too much money on this gift card for teams.
Unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, to get this running game going. They're the
I just redeemed a whole bunch of reward points, and that's the code
The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their
It's
individual
it's not
battles
free.
one-on-one
It's over.
up front.
It's over.
They're able to
my
get to
time
the quarterback.
spending money on Xbox.
Yeah.
Like I said, I told you I had.
15.
I think I had.
And the punt team able to smack him to the
Well,
ground.
after I bought GTA 6 and this game the other day, I still had like 190,000 reward points.
How does the game? The game seriously went up $30.
Yeah. Did that work?
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll send the back in motion.
Game?
Reed.
Why is it going
That
up
away.
like that?
They'll run the screen.
Instead of me
Could
buying,
not make his way to
you
the
have to
corner.
view the game. Now
So
you
he'll
buy
help
it.
the completion
And
percentage,
you
but
game
not
share.
the yardage. Stop for no
That's
gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way
I had
get
to
the
think
running
about
back
it for a
on
second
the
too. I
ground
was
and
like, how
not
the
give
fuck
the
are we
extra
gonna do
yards
this?
after the catch.
Because if I buy it for you,
Rushes
you
on
can't
it.
game share.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Quarterback making adjustments.
Yeah, that game went up $30 fucking dollars. Still $10
Can't
off.
make the connection on third down thanks to that
Yeah,
tough,
so
hard-nosed
it's 100.
pass defense, and now
Ain't no
it's
fucking
fourth
way
down.
that game just
The
$99
Aggies send out
coming
the
in.
punt team to kick it away.
That's ridiculous.
They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They got next to nothing out of that as the punt goes out of bounds, and I think they're going to mark it right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you that.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Ducks are in the hurry up.
Also, some actually
Keep it on the ground.
whenever he gets on.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside
There you
the
go.
20 to the 19.
Free, but me just spending too much money on my Xbox. Thank you very much.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Moore.
Because they just told me
Good
choose what
effort,
to
but he's
install.
going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and one.
But I already have that much more.
Yeah, if you go to select anything, it wouldn't
It
select
is
it. It
loud
did
in
it to me
here
when I
as they
bought it.
try to help him get a stop
Okay.
on fourth down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give
Aaron's
up the
being
football
quiet.
on downs.
And the defense chooses aggressiveness. This fourth down and short, man, and they blitz, they bring
he's
some
gotta say
pressure,
something.
they get home. And here's what they did.
Oh,
They
does he
sped
have
up
it?
that RPO decision. Quarterback threw it, I think, a little
Yeah,
bit
it's
before
not.
he wanted to force
Last-
the incompletion
Last
and
night
get
it
the
kind
big
of sounded
fourth
like he
down
had a
stop.
stationary mic. Because he would like walk away and he'd get real quiet, but you could tell he's still playing.
Texas
That's a good
A&M
point.
has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Here's Reed to throw. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ducks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Okay, so now.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Bussy.
Trash.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
So I have 4,600 points.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
That's okay.
It was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six. And
If you just play,
Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great,
I think
Leland
I'm
McElroy.
doing
He was so
spent,
dangerous in
like
space.
grind
Oh, he's ready to take a shot.
solo things, but also
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Oh, there were a few
And,
steps there. He was thinking touchdown.
when you two
but
are
they
on doing
finally
being
get
the
him
head coach,
down
so I don't have
after
to
the
worry
big
about
pickup at the
that shit.
25.
But you two have to
And the Aggies will
and then I
snap it
can
on first and 10.
slowly build my team.
On the ground, it's
I'm about to say, 'cause from the
defense
solos
right
that
there
I
to
did
stop
the
him in
other
his
day
tracks, and they
and
get
everything,
nothing on
I
that
already
play.
have
that back had
139,000.
absolutely nowhere to
points.
run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wait, points or UT?
UT.
Got stuffed
okay.
on first down. It's second and 10.
There's 1,600
Now
training.
they'll try the right side.
Yeah.
Powers through the
Which you
defense.
can bypass.
What
You can
powerful
bypass
running,
with
just
coins
driving
and
the power forward for everything
points.
he could get. He'll be
So,
just a few inches short. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field
7-2
goals. They've
overall.
got to
Wrong
force some
safety.
punts.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13.
Oh my gosh, it wants you to, like, you can use your points by passes too. Oh my gosh.
He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return.
Fire back from marketplace. Back. Jumping.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Field pass.
Send the tight end in motion. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dante Moore. It's complete to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The RPO, it's complete. Knocked off his feet.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. More to the air again. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
There's some they're saying you need to spend money on this pack.
The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They were pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got it down at 23.
Manti Te'o, the guy that dated that got scams.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The offense changing the play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow day. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football.
Just doing freshman season.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
You said that's a lot of money to make.
Trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
That's a lot of money.
Read. Got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the short completion, do they go
no
for the
shit,
big one
they
on
don't
3rd
call
down?
fucking
to the air.
flags in this fucking bitch ass game.
Here's a hit. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return.
Oh, this is gonna be a tough one. Apparently, there's a huge fucking difference in.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
This one's complete. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moore from the gun trying to convert 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
He's a
And
weird
he's taken
commentator.
down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half.
I got first down.
The Aggies will kick it off to start the second half.
Is this game not called? Oh, it's called EA Sports Park. It's a good way. Fix a bunch of them.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Fuck!
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And you can't
These quarters
start
go
the
by
half
way
any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they
Watching,
knew exactly what they were going to do.
How would you start
Come
Ultimate
out,
Team
read
and
the
run those
pass,
backs?
break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. From the gun, running back on the move. There's a crease.
I got your bitch ass
And he was
now.
able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got his man downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best
Something really
one.
tells me Broken.
I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Which drops?
Play fake, Reed. Looking for the end zone. And complete, he was going for the touchdown.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Now the play fake. Stepping to the right. Got enough space.
Where is this
They'll
fucking
finally
shit?
get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
So did I fuck this up? What? I'm so confused. There's supposed to be an orientation for this
Tries
shit.
again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You doing
They'll
solos?
run it on 3rd and goal.
I'm trying to figure out the...
Gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And here
Trying to
comes the field
get
goal
the-
unit.
My team.
And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on.
So you do
know
your-
you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit.
Do what?
You're supposed to be able to, when you start, there's orientation, and you do that, and it gives you a 80 overall wide receiver for completing it.
They'll snap the ball. First
You put
play
in
of the drive
375
coming from their own
overalls that you get
24.
from doing orientation. And I did the orientation. I got them,
Quick release on
and
the
it's
RPO.
not...
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing
Action.
done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They
Ineligible
want to
for
try
any
to do
sets.
something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this team.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. More to throw for it on 4th down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go play action with Moore. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
I just got
So
I
now
just got
it's
an
2nd and long.
achievement saying passing is overrated. I literally just ran it down this people's throats.
Here's Moore to throw. Throws it deep. Into the house. Touchdown, Oregon. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
It's tough, though.
Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
What are you saying?
So that's tough.
I just this out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
How the fuck do I do it? Dude, all that for a couple of
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
I don't know.
What are we doing?
Co-op.
Oh shit, this is not gonna
Not
be
head
good.
to head. It's okay.
Oh, head to head against each other?
No. It's a challenge.
The run inside.
You can do the challenges together.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I guess I'll get pickups.
He wants to change this route.
Ready.
And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play. And you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He'll take it himself. Shakes off.
Oh, this is just a normal like challenge.
He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Oh, I'm running back.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack
Score a
this
touchdown this drive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lead?
It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Maybe some room here.
Yeah, if we want to just restart that and do that same thing again, that way we get that extra bonus star.
Scoop and score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. And that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
I'm going to use
From
Dixon
inside
and
his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Ugh.
Throwing more. Release to the back. And that one's incomplete.
Well, this this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going
50 yards.
because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves
down.
down.
And then
I got 2 bullet passes.
And here's the third interception of the night.
And then pass for 50 yards.
Nice
Okay.
job
I'm
on
going to take Marsh.
the exclamation for fourth quarter. I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And man, I love his courage to run the football, and I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but man, see the surroundings, right? Like knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
They want that clock to run. Makes the tackle at the 31.
I think we just beat the challenge right there.
Yep. I
Here's the
don't think
mindset
we need
if
to
you're
do
on
anymore.
offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3 passes,
Knocked down
3
in the
first
backfield,
downs,
and that'll bring up 4th down.
So just run Dixon across the middle, yeah.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
But I've always wanted to have, like, in the future, when I'm, rich, I don't have to worry about money.
Texas
I've always,
A&M back to
I've always
work with
been,
another
telling
1st
myself,
down.
the moment I have money in that, I'm good. I'm always just going to make sure I have it.
On the run,
Maxed out at college.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness,
Like start
and using
spending
his strength
stupid
to get
money
him to
on
the
it.
ground. That is a baller.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. What a disappointment. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead.
Time to take a shot. He's
What
got
the
it inside
fuck?
the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You clapped your hands and I hit RT.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on the extra point.
The Sooner Schooner.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussy. I know he thinks he can house
This is
every
getting
return,
points,
but
by the way.
sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Yeah, I'm
not very
pretty sure I'll
many.
be able to see everything.
It's 100 per star, so.
Well, there's also like objectives.
For
Once
a
you have
rushing
like 40
touchdown.
stars.
Looking for a crease. It's
Once
Edwards.
you have like 40 stars, there's
And
a
they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control
Score a
the
touchdown
running game
in
if
3
you don't
plays.
control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive
Score a
line
rushing TD
doing a great job attacking those
play.
guys up front,
What the
not
fuck?
open up lanes to
Let's see
run
it.
through.
First-
Nice job just
get a first
nullifying
down.
that run altogether.
Do an outside zone.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
Yeah,
Oh, he's got some space.
Wait, so shoot one play?
And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Game
Restart.
is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that because coaches, they
You
don't
also
forget
have to
things
get
like this. Late
a
games,
touchdown
you want to
in
run the
3
score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to
Go on,
do this
wide
back to
receiver.
you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence.
Now we really should
They said,
restart.
we're not ranked as high as we should be.
Sadly, we
and now
can't.
they just showed the whole world. This
can't.
squad is for real.
Believe it,
We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today.
Just
Palmer.
fell off.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help
Just
but think to
kidding.
yourself,
Go deep.
this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward,
But-
if they put their A game together in all 3 phases,
It
this
wouldn't let
team
me
we're
throw
gonna
it.
be talking about very, very late in the season.
This has
No, you
been
good.
a presentation of EA
we
Sports
can
College
retard it.
Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe,
no way
I'm
to
Reese
get-
Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
You just gotta get lucky and break a run. Both play.
Well, it's not that. It's just, it also, one of those skills is 2 first downs. So get a first down in 2 plays, score a rushing touchdown this play, score a touchdown in 3 plays.
You know.
So yeah, it's got to be rushing.